Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to a video about something that I feel Valve could implement into Team Fortress 2 in one of the upcoming updates. Whether that be the Pyro update or the Halloween update, I feel like this would be a great idea and would definitely bring some life into the unusual trading scene. So, in the past we've seen a lot of things like Halloween spells, where they'll change the colour of your hats to make them change colour constantly, add burning footsteps on the floor, you name it, there's probably a Halloween spell for it. And I've had this idea to where there could be a Halloween spell that reverses the way unusual effects work. For example, if Burning Flames goes upwards, the flames will go downwards. If Vivid Plasma goes outwards, Vivid Plasma will now go inwards. So I've taken the liberty of rendering some SFM effects to show you what exactly it would look like. And I personally feel like this would be so cool. So let's just say, for example, you're playing Team Fortress 2 on like a Halloween update, and for one of your like contract rewards or something, you get a unusual effects reverser, I guess it would be called, and you apply it to an unusual of your choice, and it literally just inverts the effect. So it orbiting effects would go the other way around, confetti effects would fly upwards, bubbles would go inwards, and sort of things like Stormy Storm and Blizzardy Storm, the rain and the blizzard would sort of fly up. So I just think it's a really good idea. So let's take a look at how some of the effects would look. So this is my personal favourite. If Valve ever implemented this system into the game, I'd definitely make sure to use it on Vivid Plasma. As you can see, the plasma now goes inwards and looks as if it's drawn into the hat. It kind of reminds me of Nebula in a really weird way, I'm not too sure why, but it just looks like everything's getting sucked in towards this hat. And even though Vivid Plasma's not too much of a popular effect, I feel like it looks absolutely amazing when reversed. So if Valve did implement this, I'd be sure to pick myself up a nice Vivid Plasma unusual. As I previously mentioned, I said confetti effects would now fly upwards, and as you can see, I just think this looks so much better than the initial confetti effect. It almost looks as if the confetti's coming up to you, so it's like it's almost celebrating you, and it definitely does. As I said, it looks really good. Everything's once again is being drawn towards the hat as opposed to being sort of thrown away, and I definitely think confetti is a great example of this. So this would actually apply to cauldron bubbles as well, but here we see bubbling, and as you can see, all these bubbles are sort of forming in the air around the hat and slowly coming in towards it, and I just feel like that's so much better than the bubbles slowly just sort of radiating off. I feel like when the bubbles are being drawn towards the hat, it just looks so much better, but I mean, yeah, once again, that's just my opinion on it. So, as I also mentioned, we've also got Blizzardy Storm and Stormy Storm, and here is Blizzardy Storm. As you can see, the cloud remains basically the same, but the snow almost looks like it's being drawn up from the engineer in this case, and being drawn back into the cloud, and even though it's like such a small detail, I just feel like if Valve do implement this, it would be so refreshing to finally have a change on these unusual effects that have been in the game for so long. And this wouldn't just sort of influence first gen and second gen effects. Here we can see it on Roboactive, which is of course a robo effect, and even though it's like such a minute detail, it's just all these sort of things that are flying off of the hat are actually coming straight back in towards it, as opposed to flying off, and I just feel like it just looks so much almost cleaner and just draws far more attention to it, as opposed to the sort of messiness. It sort of forms these pink particles around it that then fly into the hat. I just think it would be so nice, and as I said, it would just be refreshing to the sort of trading scene to be able to add a whole sort of different element to an unusual that you may have owned for quite a while. So that's just about it for this video, guys. Let me know what you thought of this idea down in the comment section below, and if you would like me to make sort of more ideas on things that Valve could add to maybe improve sort of trading, or maybe bring some life to it, or overall just sort of add some uniqueness, or just something, as I said, to liven up the game a bit, then do let me know down in the comments below. Thanks again so much for watching, guys, and peace.